RJ here. We are hanging out at the Young Hollywood studio downstairs at the Four Seasons with a guy that does not need much of an introduction. It's a face, y'all know, Matt LeBlanc.
You're too kind, thanks.
You've actually had downtime, which so few people get in the business.
Yeah, I took almost 5 years off and just did nothing, which is ironically my favorite thing to do.
Explain nothing. I always wonder what that's like.
Well, nothing work-wise. I mean, I'm a dad, so I have a 6-year-old little girl, and it's been great hanging out with her. She's in school now, though, most of the day. She's in 1st grade, so I'm bored now.
Right.
I had her to play with until she went to school, so now she's in school. I figured I better get off my butt and go to work.
Does she have to be a lesbian?
Yes.
Or does she?
Yes, she does.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What if she isn't?
It would not be as good.
Or would it?
It would not.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Right, let's assume you two could do this all day.
I mean, there's so many things you could have done, and episodes is what you chose. What made that be the one?
David Crane, who co-created Friends, and Jeffrey Klarik, who was a producer and a writer on Mad About You. Remember that show?
Yeah.
They're a writing team. I went and had lunch with them up in Santa Barbara. They pitched me the idea, and my only reservation was I didn't really understand what they meant by playing myself.
Right.
You know, that was a little strange to me, and they assured me that it was not a documentary and that it would be a scripted character. It just happens to be Matt LeBlanc is the scripted character. So once I got my head around that, it started to get really fun to sort of push the envelope and, you know, be self-deprecating and make fun of Hollywood.
Do you know what a balaclava is?
No.
How about an anorak?
Now you're just making sounds.
A lot of people have asked me if I have a problem being the brunt of the joke, and
Right.
I don't really have a problem being the brunt of a joke if it's a good joke, if it's funny. If it's not funny, then yeah, I'll take issue with being the brunt of it.
That's interesting, though. So at the time, they actually didn't write anything. It was literally just an idea.
Yeah, it was just an idea, and thank God Schwimmer said no. You know,
Right.
It would have been his deal.
And London now, it's a place you spent some time. You did some Friends episodes there, and you've done a film there. So what's it like spending all this time in London?
Yeah, it was fun shooting in London. You know, I mean, when I worked there in the past, I'd stayed in an apartment. This time I stayed in a hotel, and it was great. You know, room service, 24/7. It was nice, and I really enjoyed it. The people were great. The city's great. There's some really great restaurants there.
Anything else that's different in London that you wish they kind of had out here in America?
Drinking in London doesn't have the stigma that it has here. You know what I mean? Like over there, it's much more accepted. It seems like people are drinking at lunch. They go out for lunch and they get drunk. Over here, people are like, no, I'm not gonna drink at lunch. I have to go back to work.
Right.
But over there, it just seems like everybody's functioning alcoholics. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that, but that's what it seemed like. Everybody was just like drinking at lunch or out every night drinking, and drink, and it's part of the culture.
Right.
But they're fine, fully functioning nation. Everybody's okay. Yeah.
Award season's coming up, so gotta touch upon that a little bit. You've had plenty of time at the award shows. Any Emmy memories or Golden Globe memories or any fun?
Being nominated and not winning.
What's that like?
They're not fond memories.
When you're nominated and you don't win, what goes through your mind?
Well, they have a camera right there when you're nominated and you don't win, so you have to, you know, oh, yeah, he really deserved it. When inside, that's not really what you're feeling. I'll leave it at that.